If you are feeling broken in your life, appreciate it, because anything that's broken implies it can be fixed. The way that if something is turned off, it implies it can be turned on. And that's the message I want to deliver to you today, which is turn yourself on to your life. And let me get quickly into what I mean by that, because I know where the mind goes when you consider that possibility. And when I think of being turned on, I immediately go to a light. And a light then implies energy. And energy thereby implies power. The contrast, of course, is being turned off, which implies darkness, which implies no energy and renders you powerless, and is likely leading to a feeling of brokenness, which is very common and very, very real in our world today. And before I get into the idea of turning yourself on, let's talk about what it feels like to be turned off. And ultimately what I want to drive is that being turned off actually turns on conflict with no resolution. And I'll share with you a moment of humility, if you would, that, you know, I feel like sometimes as a human, you can put forth really, really, really good effort. You can check all the boxes and you can do everything right on the surface, and you feel really, really good about everything that you're doing. And you look around and you're like, man, nothing has changed. Like nothing has changed. I feel like I'm stacking wins, but every win I get comes with a loss. And every yes I get comes with two no's. And every right turn I take comes with like two lefts. Every step is just more steps back. And that is a real thing. And I don't know that ever goes away. I got 40 plus trips around the sun. I feel like I've made great progress in my life. And I still feel like I get punched in the jaw every now and again. And I just, it can weaken you. And so I want to just, like, I'm there. I'm all the way there. And I understand how that feels and what that means. And that's why I feel like I need to keep doing this. And so being turned off and the conflict, if you relate to anything I just said, like, what do you feel like when you're turned off? How do you feel if you're broken? Is it possible that there's some depression, some anxiety, some stress, some overwhelm? Maybe you're feeling emotions of anger and rage and all, you know, the litany of things that align with the emotions around what turns us off because of the conflict that's turned on and drives that feeling of brokenness. There are so many reasons as to why. And sometimes it is that you're putting in effort and you're not seeing results. But I think if you really level set with yourself and you consider where you're at and why you can't make progress and why you're almost standing still, it's likely because you're conflicted with what's already transpired, which would by definition then mean the past, or what you can't see coming, or what it possibly means for you that is coming based on what's already happened, which implies future. And so now you're in these realms of possibilities that aren't really real, at least not in reality that you see and process in your everyday life, thereby keeping you conflicted and stuck, past, future, and you lose sight of the present. So you're turned off to possibilities, thereby turning on conflict. And all that means that you probably lack a vision. And when you don't have a vision, you don't see a path. You don't feel like you can build a bridge. You can't climb the ladder. And now you're conflicted. So what do we do? What do I want to talk about as far as shifting that possibility and changing your life? Turning yourself on. Turning yourself on still drives you towards conflict. It does. Because for you to get to where you want to go and have that vision and build that bridge and walk that path and climb that ladder, it comes with its own set of difficulties. I don't know what it is you want to do. I don't know where it is you want to go. But the likelihood is that wherever it is it is seriously a war of attrition. It's, can you outlast yourself? Can you continue to repeat enough mindful process and dominate enough of your moments, because that's all you have are moments, the present, thereby creating the future of your past, that you see, and opening up the possibilities of the future that could await you. Turning yourself on to the present. What are you mindful of? What are the emotions that you actually have full control over? What are you doing to resolve them? What are you doing to put yourself on a path? What are you doing to walk towards who it is you want to be? Have you lost sight of it because of where you might be in your realms? And how do you turn yourself on to all you have, which is right now? And the best thing I can say to you is the process of attaining whatever it is you seek is just that, a process. I talk about it when I talk to my wife. It's like Groundhog's Day. It's repeating what you know is conducive to a good you over and over and over, all day, every day. You just repeat. What is it about you that can make you feel purposeful? So that what this amounts to is thinking less about the moments to then release the power of the moment to you. Because the today you seek can come for you. It's just the today you seek is not clearly defined as to when. But it is today. It's just a matter of what today is it. And the today that you seek is not in yesterday. It may not be tomorrow, but will never come until you figure out the right now. So the message is concepts and strategies aside. What is it about your life that you need to hear, know, and understand that turns you all the way on, allows you to create a vision, walk a path, build the bridges, and climb the ladder to purposefulness? Because all you have is all you need, and all you can control is what you contribute to the right now. So consider what that means. Consider the possibility of mindfulness, spirituality, dominating the levels of life that are available to you, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, conquering your relationships, bringing the best you to the surface by creating what you want right now. Change your mind, change your life. Turn yourself all the way on. I am who I say I am. Stay rich.